Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SmartGS. Myself Praveen. In this video, we are going to learn the concept of bonds. So let's get started. So here we go with the concept of bonds. So what is meant by a bond? A bond is a type of investment which acts as a fixed income investment. So it is totally different what we have discussed in previous video called concept of shares. So from that concept of shares, investors will get some dividends depending upon the current performance of the company, current growth of the company. The shareholders get some profits in form of dividends, but it will not get some guarantee returns. It depends upon its rise or fall situations. The shareholders will get some dividends, but from the bond concept, either it is in the company is in loss or profit, the bond holder will not bother. So the bond holder will get some guarantee fixed investments. So how the bond holders will get some guarantee returns, we will see in a while. So here the amount invested in bonds acts as a loan for the issuing institutions. So that money uses by the institution so as to raise for its current as well as long term expenses. So here the bondholders whoever issues money to the company will get some regular interest on their investment, as well as the company also gives some surety of repayment of their invested amount. So here whenever we compare to the concept of bond with share, from the share the investors will not get any surety of repayment, but in case of bond they will have some security, they will get some guarantee returns. So there are total so many differences between the concept of shares and bonds. So the bonds are low risk. Bonds will give some low risk element when compared to the share. So here with an example we will see what is the relationship between here coupon rate, what is the term coupon rate, discount rate, yields. So we will see in a while. Before that we have to see the features of bonds. So what are the features of bonds? These type of bonds are largely issued by private companies, government institutions and financial institutions, etc. So one has to know the difference between bond and debenture. Whenever public institution issues bonds, that is nothing but public bonds. Whenever a private company issues bonds to expand its business, that type of bond is called debenture. So we have to call as debenture. Debenture is nothing but whenever a private organization issues some bonds. So that is nothing but debentures. So here the bonds are debt instruments which makes the institutions issuing the bonds a debtor to the person investing in a bond. That's why the investor becomes a lender. So that is the general public will become a lender to the bond issuing institutions, and the owners of the bonds are also known as bond holders, as similar to the shareholders. So here institutions issues bond to raise finance for its current expenses as well as current expansion purposes. Okay, next the bond holders are entitled to an interest at decided intervals. So it is nothing but pre-decided is nothing but a coupon rate. So initially company will give some bonds to general public at pre-decided interest rates. That is nothing but coupon rate. So depending upon the coupon rate, the yields will be depend. So what is the relationship between the coupon rate and the yield, we will see in a while. So at the time of maturity, the institutions pays back this debt issues initially at the time of purchase of the bond. Thus the investment made in bonds bear a very low risk element and are given a repayment preference. That's why the bonds are low risk, but then when compared to the share. So that's why we can also call as shares are also called as dynamic in nature of investment, and bonds are static form of investment. So here the popular types of bonds we generally used to see are public undertaken bonds, corporate bonds, tax savings bonds, emerging market bonds. Banks and other financial institutions generally issues these type of bonds to raise the money to expand its businesses. So we will see the relationship between how the bond holders will get some fixed income, whether when it is in loss or gain, the company when it is in loss or gain, and how it related to yields. So we'll see the relationship between bonds and yields in a while. So from this slide, one can know the relationship between bond and yield. So how the bond is related to yield, one can we know while finishing this concept of selling of bonds or debentures in secondary market. So here there are two types of markets, primary market and secondary markets. And between these two types of markets there should be trading. So through the channel of NSE and BSE it will happen. So it is like Quicker.com. So Quicker nothing but it is used to sell the goods from one person to the other person. So here, so similarly this trading of goods, trading of bonds also with the help of primary person to secondary person, there should be some channel. So the stock exchanges, with the help of stock exchanges, the exchange of one stock to the other person, it will helpful by NSE and BSE. So for example, I have taken some public sector undertaken company as NTPC. NTPC has given some, issued some 100 rupee bond. The face value of bond value is 100 rupee. The face value is nothing but initial value of that bond is 100. So here to expand the business of NTPC, it issued some 100 rupee of bond. So here, for example, I want to purchase some 100 rupee bond. I have issued some 100 rupees to NTPC and taken some bond. So NTPC here fixes some coupon rate. So it is very important. Coupon rate is nothing but interest rates. So here, for example, it fixes some 10 rupees coupon rate. So every year the NTPC is going to give some 10 rupees to me. So every year it has to pay 10 rupees to investors as me. So coupon rate is nothing but it is a fixed income. So whether it is throughout that year, whether the NTPC is in loss or profit, I will not bother. So I will get some 10 rupees every year. So it is nothing, that's why it is nothing but bond is a fixed income investment. But share is nothing but it is just like a static in nature. Per day, every day it has to be grow. Every day depends upon its growth and pattern. The yields, the dividends will depends on the growth on every day. The dividends will depends. So here, for example, until the NTPC given some 100 rupee bond value until 20 year or 30 year maturity period. So until 20 years maturity period or 30 years maturity period, this interest rate will not change. It will fixed. So the 10% is fixed throughout the maturity period. So before the maturity period, I want to sell that 100 rupee face value bond to secondary market through this channel. So for example, I have on premium means bond market is in high range. So there is a demand for a high demand of a bond of NTPC. So in this time, I want to sell this 100 rupee bond with some 110 rupees. So here coupon rate is 10 rupees. 10% is fixed entirely throughout the maturity period. So entirely 10 rupees every year 10 rupees I will go to get throughout that maturity period. So whenever this 100 rupees sell to the secondary person with 110 rupees due to high demand in bond, but the interest rate will not change. This is the main difference you have to follow. The 10 rupees interest rates which are given by the NTPC initial days, the 10 rupees only same, the 10 rupees will appear to the secondary person also. That will not change. But he has bought that 100 rupee with 110 rupees. Here the 10 rupees interest is on bond resale value of 110 rupee make yield around 9 rupees. So he will lose 1 rupee, he will lose. Because he 100 rupees has been bought with 110 rupees, but interest rate is 10 rupees only. So here whenever the bond price increases, the yields reduces. So here you have to know the difference between relationship between bond and yield. When bond market is high, the yield will be always low. So it is very important to note that during the time of high demand of bonds, the yields will be always low because of predefined interest rates throughout its maturity period. So what happens if bond is on low? Due to low demand of bonds, what will happen? So we will see. So here, due to low demand of bond, I want to sell this 100 rupee on discount. due to low demand. So here the secondary person will buy this 100 rupee bond with 90 rupees due to low demand. Whenever there is low demand, prices will automatically low. So here I will get every year 10 rupees as interest rates as defined by the NTPC. So the same 10 rupees will get here by secondary person also. But he had bought that 100 rupee with 90 rupees. So here the rupees 10 interest is on bond resale value of rupees 90 makes yields 1 rupee extra. By making 90, by getting that 100 rupee with 90 rupees, the yields makes his 1 rupee extra. So here always the bond is inversely proportional to yield. So whenever the bond market is high, the yields will be low. Whenever bond market is low, the yields will be high. So in this way you have to learn these concepts. So here by these two videos, shares and bonds, we have seen the different terminologies of coupon rate, yields, bonds, shares. Okay, so these are the types of terminologies you will face regularly in newspaper. So please follow the newspaper daily to update your skills. Thank you, friends. If you have any kind of queries regarding this video, please let me know in below comment section. And if you like the video, please like and share. To get regular updates from me, please do subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. Take care and Jai Hind.